Hey guys, Alex Khan here, and we are going to take a look at this NECA action figure. It's the Terminator 2 Judgment Day T-800. And kind of strange, his head's already off his neck there, but that's okay. So on the back it says, "These billion human lives ended on August 29, 1997. The few who survived the nuclear fire, blah, 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 blah." You guys know the story. It's the T-800, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And someone argued that this was the best Terminator movie in the entire franchise. I would have to rewatch them again. Actually, I still haven't seen the last ones yet, but let's go ahead and take this out of the box. And I don't like how he just slid out easily. I'm pretty sure this has been opened, but these things are on, but no, I'm pretty sure someone's taking this out. Look, the body is already loose. Ugh. When I bought this, they said this was new, but it's clearly not new. But I mean, it's in good condition, but I hate when sellers try to pass it off as something new, because when I get this, I'm going to know it's not new. But yeah, everything is in its place. Let me put his head on really fast, just so we can get something. So let's look at his articulation really quick. I guess I didn't put his head on that well. But the arms move pretty well. There's some swivel action on his hands. Yeah, lots of articulation on the arms, except for around his shoulder. Shoulder doesn't seem too flexible, but maybe I can break it in. Yeah, the right arm seems a bit more flexible, so maybe it's just a matter of breaking him in. There is swivel on the torso. There is no midsection here in his midsection. So a lot of the newer NECA figures, there's another section here where he can bend, but he does not. That's okay though. Her legs go up and down, as you can see. They also spread out pretty wide. And here's some old school NECA leg movement here. See that? How it turns by the thigh here? I typically don't like that, but it seems to be a hybrid of old and new NECA articulation. So I think this is actually pretty good articulation. Well, there's even swivel on by the shin here too. Yeah, that's nice. I think there's a lot of good articulation. So let's go ahead and take the accessories out, and we will talk about each accessory one at a time, and then we'll talk about the figure. And let's go and start with the head mold. So there's two additional head molds, in addition to the one that has no battle scars, no sunglasses. So when Schwarzenegger steals a motorcycle and the clothes, he steals these sunglasses from the guy who tried to stop Schwarzenegger from stealing the other guy's motorcycle. He walks off with the guy's shotgun and his sunglasses, and that's what that head is. And then later, when he breaks into Cyberdyne, the Terminator, the T-800, is taking it easy on the security guard. So they're just taking their time shooting at him, while Schwarzenegger is only shooting at their legs because John Connor told him not to kill any humans. So that's what this head is. It gets battle damaged, and it gets even worse when he takes on the T-1000. And over here, this one right here, this is the grenade launcher. That's an M79, and you can see the 40mm grenade rounds around his torso there. And this one has a nice little strap, as seen in the movie. And here is his Winchester 1887 shotgun, and that's the one that I believe he takes from the guy who also gave him the sunglasses. And there's a cool scene later on in the movie. It's a motorcycle semi-truck chase scene, and Arnold is reloading this gun with one hand. I mean, he's cocking this gun with one hand, and it's pretty freaking awesome. Wonder how much practice he needed for that. Here is just a regular handgun. Looks to be a Colt Series 70, 1911. There's like some really ghetto tape on it. Again, this is not a brand new item. I thought it was, but I think the guy who owned it tried to put everything back, tried to pass it off as being mint. Here is the little satchel bag that Schwarzenegger carries. And it's attached to the minigun here. Okay. I guess I don't remember it being attached to this bag here, but whatever. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But this minigun is very iconic. That's when he's on top of the building, and the police are shooting at him. and then he takes this M134 minigun and starts shooting at the cars. He's avoiding hitting the humans because, again, John Connor doesn't want him to kill any humans. So he just starts shooting at the police cars. Once he runs out of ammo, he switches to the M79 right here. So let's look at his clothes since we're here. Now his head does come off, so you gotta take his head off here if you want to get the grenade belt off his torso. And it looks like his jacket actually comes off, so that's pretty cool. But when the T-800 first time travels to the present time, he's naked as you remember. That's because time travel takes the clothes off of you, but I guess it doesn't ruin anything else like your hair. But he steals these clothes from a biker. Actually, he doesn't really steal it. He kind of asks for it. He asks for his clothes, his boots, and his motorcycle. Everyone laughs at him, and he proceeds to do just that. He takes all those things. When he finally leaves the bar, he has motorcycle, clothes, boots, shotgun, handgun, sunglasses. It's a pretty sweet scene. But let's go ahead and stand this guy up with some of his accessories. I have to be honest, I don't remember how he wore this the satchel part of this minigun, because I haven't seen this movie in ages. But it's a pretty cool looking stance you get with him. But yeah, when he's using the minigun, he's actually inside a building shooting down at the police. So he should be pointing this gun down a little bit more, which I can try to do. There you go. Now he's kind of looking down. There you go. That's kind of cool, huh? So, and then again, you could change his heads out. I'm having some issues changing his head out because the head does not want to attach to the neck peg. But let's try putting his sunglass head on. Okay, so I'm gonna give up on using the minigun, but this is another pose as that. So I think it looks pretty cool like this. But I don't think he had his sunglasses on when he was using his minigun. But I just like that look. It's so iconic for the Terminator Schwarzenegger look. And here's Arnold with his 1911 Colt gun. And he's pointing down because, again, when he uses his handgun, he's basically just shooting the people in their legs. And he's like, they'll live. Check out that Winchester, guys. Yeah, he's ready for it. And here's another classic Schwarzenegger moment when he takes out the M79 grenade launcher. And I put his grenade belt back on because it makes sense here. All right, let's do some height comparisons with some other NECA action figures. Here's John J. Rambo from First Blood Part 1. Michael Biehn from Aliens. And Michael Biehn was also in the first Terminator movie. So these two have some history together. Well, I guess so does Sylvester Stallone and Arnold, but not in terms of, yeah. And here is the ultimate city hunter. And my bad, I didn't really foretell just how tall the city hunter was, so he's kind of off screen. But yeah, he's like a good head taller than the Terminator here. Hey, since we're here, hey, here's a Xenomorph and the Terminator. Again, his head is way off screen right now. Sorry about that. So overall, this is a fantastic figure by NECA. Like his face, it just looks exactly like Schwarzenegger. I think this is one of the best looking NECA action figures I've seen. Even though there's some weird old school articulation in some of his joints, he still moves pretty darn well. Yeah, I'm not as big a fan as the Terminator series as I am, say, the Predators. But, you can't really mention the Predator, Aliens, without even mentioning the Terminator series. Because, the Terminator series was also very, very perennial in terms of its cult following. But you can't deny just how iconic, Schwarzenegger as Terminator was back in the day. So, leave your comments on what you think about this NECA action figure. How do you rank the Terminator movies? Which is your favorite one?